All right. What's up, YouTube? I'm back. It's Cliff again. So look, back to another one. This is one of the ones I was telling you that I ain't have enough time in the other video. So this is what I was gonna say. Can you relate? All right. So look, I was younger, right? And there was this girl that was at my school, and I want to say I was in middle school, right? And oh my gosh, she was immaculate. She was at the time. I thought she was the prettiest thing ever. And long story short, I'm gonna skip a whole bunch of different parts, right? So, um, I'm sorry, I keep looking up because I'm trying to think exactly, like the main subject parts that happen. So I distinctively remember. I remember I was in the house, right? And I'm in the house and I'm in there with my mother, right? And I am a little bit, I'm running late to school. Now, the school buses, they're like right down the street. I don't live that far from the school. I'm about a quarter of a mile from the school. So I was usually just walking there and stuff, right? So, I'm running late because by the time I actually walk there, I'm gonna be late. So at this point, I kind of was, in a rebellious stage and just didn't. I was like, man, I didn't really care about school and stuff. But yeah, I've always had a different mentality on all that. Eventually, I'll talk about some of that too. But so I'm in school, or I'm sorry, I'm not in school, not yet. Okay, so I'm sitting there in front of my mother, and we're talking, having a discussion, and then she starts yelling at me. She's like, "You're late. You're late. You late. You got to get to school. Get out the door." Da 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 da. And I was rebellious, like I said. So I'm cooking ramen noodles, just cooking ramen noodles, right? Whole bunch of them. Just cooking a whole bunch of ramen noodles on a pot in the stove and all that. Just whipping it up. So I'm cooking them, and need I mind you, it is snow. Okay, it is cold outside and it's snow. It's winter and all that, right? So I'm sitting there trying to put my seasoning and all that in the bowl, and I distinctly remember my mom yelling at me and like very loud in my ear. Like, come on, I know you guys have had a mother, a sister, a brother, a cousin, a significant other, somebody yell at you in your ear to the point to where it's like, oh, okay, we fighting now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that bad. So she yells at me in my ear, and I'm at the point to where I'm like, I'm raging and stuff. So I end up turning to go out the door, and then I turn around. I'm like, no, I'm taking my noodles with me. And she ends up, for a disclosure, we're gonna say that we're gonna say this was not my mother, okay? We're gonna say this was somebody else. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna say it was somebody else. So this individual, okay, this individual grabs this pot of ramen noodles, ends up pushing me. I end up going, like, knocking through the door, okay? Like, when I went to go through the door, I was like kicking the door at the same time, right? So I'm outside and I turn around to yell and all that, and all I see is a big old pot of ramen noodles. Now, need I mind you, I was cooking about 10 packs, okay? Because I wanted to eat some before I went to school. I wanted to have some while I was at lunch at school, and then I wanted to eat after I got from school. So she takes this whole pot of ramen noodles and just launches it, and it's boiling hot. Okay, I'm outside in the freezing cold. It hits my back. I turn around and it hits my back, and I'm, woo! Oh my God! Woo! You know that saying, you're gonna learn today. Oh yeah, I learned. Okay, so from that point, we're arguing back and forth, yelling at each other. I'm like, oh my God, you tried killing me, you tried burning me to death, blah, 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 blah. So skip past that, okay? There's more to that, but I'm gonna skip past that, all right? And so I'm outside. I kind of slipped on the snow and all that. Well, this is what this was all about, okay? Back to that girl, okay? So I was hearing screeching all the time. You know, we heard screeching all the time because we had the stop sign that had this little loop around thing that, you know, it was just really dangerous, you know. So cars were constantly skirt, skirt. You know, we heard this all the time. So I hear it again, and I hear a skirt. And that's what I thought I was just going to hear. But then I heard a skirt, boom, like a loud ass boom, right? So at that point, I remember looking up, and I go around my car, and then I went to go over, and I see this Jeep smash into the back of a bus, okay? So the bus is kind of, the Jeep is kind of crammed up underneath the bus. Now, I go to run over there, and I was really strong at this time, right? And basically, this woman's door on the Jeep was crammed in, okay? And so, oh man, yeah. So, long story short, okay, this guy across the street, he runs out there. The hood is smoking with heat. You know, it's a car accident, okay? So the antifreeze stuff, just from heat, it's smoking, right? So that's what I'm thinking. Well, come to find out, the car was actually on fire, okay? So, what's up, kitty? I'm sorry, that's the cat. Come here. Hey. Come here, buddy. Come here. I'm sorry. We got a brief intermission. Say hi to him. Say hi, YouTube. How you doing? All right. Go ahead. Go get that mouse. I'm playing. I ain't got no mice in here. But look. So, I remember, oh man. I go to the door and everything, and the mother was completely knocked out. The airbags blew out on both of the in the vehicle, okay? The students in the bus, they were completely fine. There was nothing wrong, okay? Well, I'm trying to get the mom's door open. I'm talking about this door was pried shut, okay? And everybody, there was grown men over there, like 3 guys trying to open this door. They could not get it open, okay? But you know, I was, like I said, I was really, really strong at this time. And I don't know if you guys believe in those phenomenons or whatever it's called, whenever something tremendous happens where it's like humans get superhuman strength or something. I don't know. But I legitimately grabbed this door and ripped this door off the hinges. And I mean, whew. It took me a minute, but I got it open, okay? I completely ripped it off. And so from that point, the mom slumps over, and I remember getting her out, and the girl that I liked, that I went to school with, it was her in the passenger seat. And I felt, I felt really bad. So I'm not gonna get into like some real depressive mood or anything, but because ultimately, long story short, ended up getting her out, this and that. I ended up in the newspaper, all this other stuff, and I felt really, really, really proud of that, because I was able to ultimately help and save a life. You know what I'm saying? And Yeah, I remember it was on. Yeah, it went all around the school and stuff, and I don't know. I felt really good about it, you know, and yeah. So that's that one, the save a life one. All right. So back to, can you relate? You know. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Leave your comments in the box below. Like, subscribe. I'm out.